Hi guys, I'm super excited because today I had a chance to actually do a small landscape. This is on canson paper. The paper that I'm using is a 98 pound paper and is also from mixed media. This is a mixed media or multimedia paper. It has a 98-pound paper, 11 by 14, and I tape the corners because since I'm throwing in so much water, it kind of just lifts up. And so the first thing that I am doing is just layering some yellow both on the background on top and also on the lower side. And I'm basically just flickering, I don't know how to call that, but it's flickering the brush, and I'm taking some of it down with a paper towel. Next is my favorite color in the entire world, which is cerulean blue. The one that I'm using is from a company called Core, QOR, and this blue is very potent. It's almost like opaque kind of blue, which I really like. But if you don't have that, you can definitely use any cerulean blue that you like from any company. And I'm also like cerulean green from Holbein. And if you mix that with a bit of cerulean blue from Holbein, you get the same exact blue from Core. The picture that I'm using, it's taken from Pixabay. These are free pictures. And I just went and typed in seascape, and this really caught my eye because it has a lot of beautiful tones of yellow and blues and a really nice background. And of course I omit some stuff, just took my artistic license to take some stuff out. So right now I am actually adding part of the background, or better say like the faraway mountains on the picture. And if you notice that I am doing them very lightish blue, and I'm also adding some purple into it. As I continue, I'm dragging down a little bit of that yellow color that you see me doing, and I'm also explaining this on Periscope, which is my go-to when I'm doing this type of demos. If you like to see the demo, go to Periscope, my Periscope. I have the full demo. You can hear the whole thing. It's pretty long. It was like 1 hour and a half, but it's totally worth it. As I'm starting laying down that purple and blue, I'm starting to um, continue to create the clouds, and you see how I kind of just wisping the brush as I go and adding water as I continue developing the sky. One thing though is that I wanted to make sure before that I didn't touch part of the yellow part, but in this first layer I'm actually doing that with a hint of purple. I also explained that for you not to have that green tone color once you touch that yellow with that blue, that you can add a hint of red and it will add that really nice with without you sacrificing that yellow, because I know that yellow, and if you add blue to it, it's going to turn green. So that's basically a little bit of a trick that I actually had to do in order for the yellow to kind of survive into that beautiful background. Now I went back to basically just adding and taking out, and I also kind of just with the brush push some of the colors out. And this is just the beginning, it's just a lay ground color so I can continue to paint and develop more. And what you see me doing with my hands is that I'm actually explaining into the full demo as how to I'm doing this. And by now I think this like my third layer. And the reason why I'm mentioning layers is because a lot of people ask me how many layers does it take to finish a watercolor. So basically I feel like what makes you comfortable, that's basically how many layers you have to put into a painting. But this one is our third or fourth layer before we finish the entire piece. At this point, I'm basically done with the sky, and now I'm heading towards the bottom part, which is the ocean. And I actually had to load down a lot of dark colors, and for this part I actually stand up because I feel like perspective was very important. So I had to stand up and squint my eyes and see the picture, go back and forth and see what I was doing. I really did not want it or care to do the painting exactly like the picture. It was more of me practicing and doing a sky than anything, and I really liked the ripples of the sea, and I just wanted to promote something that it was calming. So a lot of blue was added to the work after that. Right at the moment, I know this is not everybody's liking because some people like to see the actual sky in white with this with the clouds, but I love so much that cerulean blue that I couldn't help but to add that bluish sky on the top part, and I just felt like it was just like a continuation of the sky, and I really love how it looked, so I added a little bit more of that blue on that type. I'm actually reinforcing whatever I scrub out with the yellow because I wanted those pure colors, and I also added the yellow to the reflection of the water. So now here is the finished painting. I'm very happy with the results. I hope that you guys like this demo. I'm sorry that my hands are not really making sense with what I'm saying right now because this is a voiceover, but I'm just very happy to be able to share my work with all of you guys. And until next time, I hope that you can subscribe to my channel. I'm going to try to be more proactive and bring more art. Right now I'm dealing with watercolors, but on the future I want to do another acrylic painting and show it to you guys. Thank you again. I hope that you learned something. I know time lapses are kind of difficult, but if you have a good eye, a lot of patience, you want to stop the video and then create your own, you can definitely go to Pixabay or to shutterstock.com and